When the narcissist loses their grip. Think about that for a minute. Everyone, if you like the content, please like, subscribe, and share. So, the narcissist, eventually they do lose their grip on each and every one of the people that they target, because more and more people now are becoming awakened and aware. We are becoming educated and empowered, and we're understanding that toxicity has no room, no place in our life now or in the future. Way back when, we didn't know what narcissism was. We were not educated on this. We thought that the crazy uncle was just that, crazy uncle. We thought that the relatives that we only went and saw them once every couple of years, that maybe they just had a different lifestyle. Well, no, now we're understanding that toxicity was probably in your family. Maybe not your direct family, maybe your associated family or your extended family. Maybe it was the family you married into. But narcissism is everywhere, and you didn't know this back then. Now you're learning it. You're realizing that you're different than most people. You're also realizing that you're cut from a different cloth and that you figured out what narcissism is. Whenever you figured it out, that's when you were supposed to figure it out. And whenever you did that, I can assure you, probably similar to what I did, perhaps you dropped down on the ground and you wept and you were dumbfounded how you didn't know about this, how that person who claimed that they loved you, claimed that they were in love with you, claimed that they wanted to grow old with you and raise kids and the white picket fence and the Disney-esque happy ending and all that, how it was nothing but smoke and mirrors. It was nothing but an illusion. It was nothing that the narcissist presented to you because they thought or they knew that that's what you wanted, so they were trying to sell you a bill of goods. This is what the narcissist does. It's what they did when they met you. It's what they did long before they met you. It's what they're doing right now if they're still living. Having said all those things, these people don't change. And what they want to do is they want to keep a grip on as many people as they possibly can. And the people they have a grip on are many times their friends, their immediate family members, the spouses they have, their kids or stepkids. It's the business associates they have, the neighbors, their roommates, the people that they're taking classes with, the people that they're teaching in seminars. It's their clients, their customers, it's everybody. And once these people, the people that were abused and manipulated and taken advantage of, once they figure out that they were duped, that's when these people, i.e. the toxic people, have less places to slither off to. And that's what's happening all over the planet. As I shared with you earlier, I'm coming up on the 5-year anniversary of the channel, which is March 31st, 2021. That's the first video I ever created that night. That night it was called Glad You Made It, and I'll create another edition of that in a little over a month. Way back then, though, I didn't know what narcissism was. This is before the channel. This is when I was trapped in the narcissistic fog. I was a piñata. I was the walking apology. I was the sounding board. I was the regulator. I was the cook, the cleaner, the indentured servant, and on and on and on. I repeat myself just so you know, so eventually that one of these phrases that I've coined over the years, it's going to click. Maybe that just clicked for you right now. But the more I continue to create videos, the more I continue to reinforce that what you went through wasn't as bad as you thought it was worse, and that the narcissist won't change, that they never loved you. They don't love you now. They don't care about you or anybody but themselves. The sooner off you will get the message. And the sooner you get the message, the quicker the narcissists will not have their grip on you. Now, the grip of the narcissist, it runs deep. That's why the narcissist, there are 4 ties that must be cut. The emotional, the financial, the physical, and yes, the spiritual tie. But the tentacles of the narcissist, they run way deeper than just those 4 ties. Think about it. The financial tie, that's an example. It's got to be cut. Well, to cut it, it's not just as simple as you stop paying the rent. No, you probably share an Amazon account, or maybe you loan them your gas card, or maybe they have access to the coffee shop you have and the tab on it, if you have a tab at the coffee shop or whatever. There are more than one tentacle financially. That's why getting away from these people is imperative. It's instrumental. It is necessary, and you must do it as soon as you possibly can, because those 4 ties are more real now than they've ever been, but there are different layers to each one of those ties. It's not as if there is a magic pill that you can consume or a magic wand that can be waved and poof, you're 100%. That's not how it works. How it works is you have to focus on yourself. You have to implement and maintain boundaries. You have to go no contact, block that person, delete them, remove them and all flying monkeys and people associated with them. If not now, when? So when the narcissist loses their grip, this happens every single day on the planet. Again, you were not privileged to that information because you were thinking that the narcissist was infallible, which means they don't have any problems. Everything goes their way. Every day is a new day of puppies and rainbows and unicorns and snickerdoodles with the narcissist, and everybody loves them and everyone does everything for them. Well, truth of the matter is that's the appearance, that's the illusion that the narcissist presents to the audience. You now know that the narcissist is anxiety riddled. You also know that they are trapped in a lack mindset. You also know that it will never be enough for the narcissist. And you also know that they're losing their grip on you if they haven't already lost their grip on you. And you may say, that sounds all true, and I've experienced a lot of that, Andrew, but how do I know when the narcissist really lost their grip on me? I'll give you some basic tools right now. Number one, pictures in your phone. Have you deleted them all yet? Have you deleted any of them yet? There's number one. Another would be number two, the things in your house or your apartment. Any of the mementos or the things that the narcissist gifted you, probably because you bought them anyway. It was on your dime, but they just acted like they bought it for you when in fact it was nothing but an illusion to keep you stuck in the fog 1 year longer. But anything they gifted you, or that maybe you bought them, or something that reminds you of maybe you went on a vacation and you got some bongos or something that reminds you of them. Well, are those things still in your house? Same thing with the furniture in your house. Is it still organized the same way, or did you pull some feng shui? Did you repaint some walls? Did you remove some mirrors? Did you change the energy in the house? These are all things that I share with one-on-one people I have during one-on-one sessions. And I'm just scratching the tip of the surface. I haven't shared probably, I'd say about 40% of my information in videos right now to this point, because I share an awful lot in videos and I do it because I want to pay it forward. But when people I work with during one-on-one sessions have real specific questions, I dial in with them. I put myself in their shoes and I help them understand that the narcissist's grip on them, it's only as long as they are giving the narcissist oxygen or allowing them the access to communicate with them, which is why in every video I create, I suggest go no contact, block them, delete them, all these things. Now I know it's not that easy. I also understand that the grip of the narcissist, when you're in the trauma bond, that grip is as tight as any grip has ever been placed upon you. It's an invisible grip. It's as if you're compelled to be with these people. You're waiting for them to call. You're hoping they're going to text. You're wondering where they are, who they're with, what time they're coming home. You got accustomed to the drama. You got accustomed to the high-low. You got accustomed to the abuse, the push-pull, the manipulation. You got accustomed to them counter-parenting when you were trying to co-parent. You got accustomed to playing defense. You got accustomed to trying to figure out where they were and why they're behaving the way they're behaving. And you saw patterns when you're in the relationship, although maybe you didn't write them down or identify them the way you're identifying them now, but you knew one thing. You knew something was off when you're in that relationship. Probably from the minute you met that person until certainly right now, you knew something was amiss, it was off, something was different about that person. And when you're in the relationship, you're trying to figure out what it was. That's the charm, that's the allure, that's the house of cards or the mirage in the oasis in the desert of abuse that the narcissist is portraying to you. The narcissist, when you first meet them, they will come at you from the position of authority. They will come at you the position of victimhood. They'll come at you at the position of being super cerebral, which means intelligent, or they will come at you like down on their luck. They haven't caught a break, or that their spouse is plural, were the narcissists, or that nobody loves them, or their kids won't talk to them, or it's always everybody else's fault. Well, think about it. What's the one common denominator in the narcissistic relationship? That's right. Boom. Narcissist, not you. But you didn't know that back then. Now what you're doing is you're coupling your real life experiences with the definitions that in the glossary in the narcissistic abusive cycle, and that equals wisdom. And when the narcissist loses their grip on you, you will know it because you won't be ruminating. You won't be thinking about where they are, who they're with, what they're doing. You won't be experiencing FOMO, which is fear of missing out. You will have gone no contact. You won't be spying on their social media. You won't be driving by their house. You won't be using their name. You will have deleted them from your phone or blocked them. You would perhaps have changed your phone number, relocated, started a new job, started training in a different gym. You would take different roads to go to your work, or maybe even changed your job. You see, you would have to reinvent yourself, which is what we all have to do post-relationship. That's why for 5 years I've shared this with you, and it is no more it's truer today than it was way back when, because more and more people are experiencing this, which is there are 3 versions of you. Remember, the first version of you is who you were before you met that person. That was the version that had rose-tinted glasses on, and they were thinking that everybody else had their best interest at heart, and they were naive, they were vulnerable, they were uneducated, they were unaware. They didn't realize that their person could do what the person you're considering could do. And they were trapped in that fog, trapped in the trauma bond, if you will. The second version, the first version is when you didn't know what was going on. The second version is when you're trapped in the trauma bond. I apologize, I got that part. I was sidetracked. Second part's the trauma bond, when you're caught up in the narcissistic fog or the devaluation stage. That's when you're being peppered with abuse, and that's when you don't know where you are or how you got there. But what you do know is that everything changed on a dime. You're not being treated properly, you're not being respected. This is where the narcissist has their grip on you. Remember, the first version is before you knew the narcissist, the second is when you were trapped, and the third version is when you break free. When the narcissist doesn't have a grip on you, and they did their best to make sure they destroyed you and kept a grip on you, trying to live in your mind rent-free, but you broke the ties. Remember the 4 ties I shared with you earlier: the emotional, the financial, the physical, and the spiritual. You cut those ties, or you're cutting them, any way you look at it, and that means that the narcissist loses their grip on you. Now, does it happen overnight? No. Does it happen as quickly or as easily as I just illustrated? No. It will take time. It will take a lot of time, but in your time, you will heal when you utilize the tools that I provide for you, and from all the amazing comments and insightful and intuitive and healing comments from all over the world. Thank you all for participating, and thank you all from the bottom of my heart for being a part of this amazing community. We are here to lift each other up. We are here to show our empathy with pride. We are here to build people, to support people, to offer wisdom, to offer counsel, and to share our experiences with other people who perhaps are just starting off on the journey. And for each and every one of you who have healed, and each and every one of you who are healing, and for each and every one of you who continue to come back and keep your cup full, I thank you and I applaud you. You're doing the right thing. You're maintaining your strength. You're maintaining the wisdom that you've acquired. And what you're doing is you're making us all stronger, which means you're doing your part. So having said all those things, when the narcissist loses their grip, they've lost their grip on dozens, if not hundreds of people in the past, no matter what you think. And you may think to yourself right now, well, wait, no, I've been with them for 30 years and they only knew 10 people. So how could that be? Well, what you're missing are the micro relationships that the narcissist has. Think about this. Maybe they were a traveling salesman or a traveling person. Well, they met the concierge, they met the flight attendant, they met the person they sat on the plane with, or the business associates, or the liquid lunches. That's not even counting if they exercised. Maybe they went bike riding, it's the bike riding crew. Maybe they went to the library, it was the people they met at the narcissist knows way more people than you will ever know about. And some of those people they've known for a couple seconds, some for a few minutes, hours, days, weeks, months, and longer. That's not even counting the other sources of supply that were up there on the list that they were perhaps cheating on you with, or stringing other people along. Could be on dating apps, could be on using Translate on different countries, could be anything. Think about it. What does the narcissist need? They need supply, they need control, and they need to matter. That's it. Those are the 3 things the narcissist needs. So if anybody is providing that for the narcissist, they're going to continue to give them attention until A, that person figures it out, B, something better comes along for the narcissist, or C, that person has nothing left to offer. That's why the narcissist will take whatever they can get. Time, money, energy, love, empathy, friendships, health, anything they can get their grubby little fingers on, they'll take it because they don't care. You need to think about what I'm sharing. The narcissist doesn't use their brain the way you use your brain because they're missing a few chips. A few chips they are missing, which is why the narcissist is running on a script and they're stuck in that loop. That loop just continues to go around and around and around, and the narcissist is stuck on it. It's like Groundhog Day every single day when you're with the narcissist. You're always waiting to see what they're going to do, what they're not going to do, what fire you're going to have to put out, when you're going to have to drop your business meeting at 2 o'clock that you've been working on for 6 months to answer the phone because they ran out of toilet paper, or when you're going to have to hear about it because you didn't top up the gas tank all the way, you only put it up to 90% and they're complaining because the 10% is missing, or they're complaining because they can't figure out how to tie their shoe, their sneaker, or that you didn't pick up that one breadcrumb that they left on the table from last night's dinner. They will pick at you any way possible when they have their grip on you. And what you will do, because it's what you did, you will do anything and more that they ask you to do because you were caught up in the devaluation stage, you were caught up in the trauma bond, you were uneducated, and you were helpless, you were flailing, you were naive, you were vulnerable, you were an open book. Now, here's a very important part that I started sharing in videos that not many people discuss, but other people are beginning to talk about this, which is good. When you are in the narcissistic relationship and you don't know it, because that's how we all were trapped, and when we are trying to talk with the narcissist and explain to them what we are experiencing, what we're thinking, how we're not being treated properly, etc., what we're doing is we're giving them the keys to the castle. We're giving them the playbook. We're giving them the information they need to direct us where they want to direct us before they discard us, or how to get more money from us, or how to get more time, or how to isolate us more, and or more of, or all the above things. This is what the narcissist does. That's why you need to learn, as I have, you need to not overshare information. You need to have a small footprint. You need to maintain your boundaries, and you need to realize that you come first, second, and third. You're the priority. You need to remember that, and that nobody should have their grip on you, not one person. What does the narcissist need? As I shared with you earlier, they need control, isolation, and they need to matter to people. Of course, money also. But when the narcissist can't get those things from you, you're liberated, you're free. Now again, this will take time. It's not going to happen overnight, but the less information the narcissist knows about you, the better off you are. The less information you know about them, the better off you are. Eventually, their grip, they will have the 10 little grubby fingers on you, and eventually the 10 fingers will go down to 8, 8 will go down to 6, 6 will go down to 5, then down to 4, then down to 2, and then you'll be saying to yourself, wow, I'm really getting there. This is great. I only have to do a couple more things, and I'm good. I'm getting stronger. This is the healing path. You need to really understand this. Eventually, there'll be one finger wrapped around you, one more grip that you have. And I'll give you an example of what the one finger could be at the grip. Maybe it's custody. Maybe you're still trying to get the custody of the kids, or maybe it's the final sale of the house, or maybe it's you're waiting for that official divorce decree to take place, or maybe you're waiting for the lease to end, or maybe you're waiting for something else. Whatever you're waiting for, when that last piece is gone, and believe me, you'll know when it's gone, then that's the last finger that the narcissist had a grip on you. That's when you've cut the final tie. You will no longer have anything to do with that toxic parasite. They no longer will have access to you. And then you can begin not only healing more, but living an abundant, fruitful life without them. This is the path. This is what you will do if you haven't. That's why we all are on the healing path, headed in the same direction, simply taking different footsteps. You need to understand that. And when the narcissist doesn't have a grip on you, that's a great thing. That day has either arrived for you or it's about to. You need to continue on the path and continue to focus on yourself. Remember, you are stronger than you know, and you need to believe in yourself the way I believe in you. So everyone, that's the video. I hope you liked it. I loved doing it from the beautiful Carolinas. This is Andrew. Namaste. Have a great afternoon, evening, or morning. No matter where you are on the planet, you are not alone. I love you all, and I'll talk to you tomorrow. Couple things. One, I can't see exactly how this video is going to look on when I go live with it, but to me, from where I'm standing, it appears to me as if I am in the Serengeti, or I am in Africa somewhere. So it looks really wild to me. It looks great. It looks cool. I hope it looks as good to you as beautiful. But no, I'm not there. I'm still here in the Carolinas, although this year I will be doing some traveling, and wherever my adventures take me, I will be shooting videos from those locations, and those travel days are coming up pretty quickly. Having said that, you need to understand, the narcissist, when they don't have a grip on you, it's a great thing. When they don't have a grip on you, you can do whatever you want to do. You can take a class, teach a class, read a book, write a book, travel the world, fall in love. You can write your book. You can do whatever you want to. When the narcissist has a grip on you, like they had, past tense, you're helpless, and you're doing whatever you can do to fix an unfixable relationship, and the narcissist knows that. That is why I hammer home in so many videos, we became, past tense, the indentured servant, the walking apology, the unpaid helper, the cook, the cleaner, the regulator, and more. When we stop wearing those hats, that means the narcissist doesn't have a grip on us any longer. It means they have to find somebody else to do their dirty work for them, and it won't be you ever again. You need to remember that. So that's the video. I love you all, and I'll talk to you tomorrow. Bye, everybody. Bye. I hope you like the background. To me, this background is spectacular. I hope you enjoyed it. Bye.